The Cedartown Bulldogs are set to kick off their first game of the season against the Rockmore Yellow Jackets tonight, and also another milestone for the Bulldog faithful, the start of a new era under head coach Jamie Abrams. Abrams, who was hired earlier in the year to lead the Bulldogs, gave over some time ahead of practice midweek to talk about how Cedartown's football squad is progressing amid the COVID-19 pandemic, his feelings on the rivalry, and more. Keep watching for the full interview with Coach Abrams. Coach Abrams, thanks very much for giving me an opportunity to sit down and talk to you. Give me a little rundown of where we stand right now on the preparations for the 2020 season and how the guys are doing.
Well, we finally feel like we're making some progress. We got started, and then 3 days in, we had to deal with some corona cases, and so we shut down for almost 3 weeks, really, because we had so many kids out. We tried to practice through it because everybody needed to work, but then it just got, and we had, it just kept lingering. So we, and then school started, and we lost some players there too from just being exposed in school. So we had the shutdown, and that really put us behind the 8 ball a little bit. So really, we're kind of in our second week, really, and I feel like we're making some progress, but it's we're not quite where I'd like to be at this juncture.
Obviously, senior leadership has got to be a very key thing for you this year, considering that you're coming into this your first year. Talk to me about some of those guys who have really been key for you so far, and younger guys too, even.
Well, I mean, I think at this point, any of the kids who are still here want to be here. We did lose some kids. We had worked out a bunch of kids over the summer, and then in the shutdown, and just through various things. Football's a sport of attrition anyway, so we're going to lose some kids. But we lost a few guys, and the guys that are here, those are the guys that we're going to be successful with, and they want to be here. So all those guys are doing an excellent job. The guys that are here, we say they'll be better for being here. They're battle tested a little bit. I don't say battle tested. We haven't played yet, but they've dealt with a lot of adversity, and dealt with new code. At one point, I think at the beginning of August. I mean, for the first, I think August. I can't remember the exact date now, but we're almost in the second week of August, and I've only seen the whole team on the field 3 times because we couldn't work out together in June. We had started out with 25, then went to 50, and so we were split up in a lot of different areas and trying to evaluate, and we don't have a large coaching staff, so trying to let the coaches be around their position groups. So we didn't put everybody together, and couldn't put everybody together up until that last week of July, and then we ended up dealing with the virus stuff. So it's we've only been together a few times, so we're still trying to get our routines in place and get all the things done that we normally, I guess, kind of take for granted. If we'd have gone through spring, right now we would probably be we're like honestly in the number of practices, and not through the summer, because we do a lot of team stuff in the summer. We didn't get all that, so we're almost in like the first weekend as far as the number of practices that we've had. So we've we've got plenty of room to improve. So and I see it daily. We watch film and go in, and it's a daily improvement. It's just like I say, it's never enough. It's never where you want it to be, I don't think.
But I would imagine it helps to have guys like C.J. Washington, like Jaden, countless others on the team who at least have the experience behind them and the drive to want to play and be on the field right now.
Right, and you got those guys. We got a lot of guys that Corbin Kazort has done a great job through the summer. Jeremiah Johnson. I don't like calling names because I'm afraid I'll leave somebody out. Jacob Rush. I don't think he's missed a day. There's a bunch of younger kids. Reese Tanner, Peyton Nicolopoulos, Dustin Green. The list goes on as far as kids who have shown up and been here. Harlem Diamond. I mean, like I say, I hate calling names because I know one of them's going to look at it and say, he didn't call my name, but there's a ton of kids that have done, MJ Watley, that have done everything that we've asked them to do. It's just been different. So, you know, and some of those guys that I named off haven't played a whole bunch, but they'll
get a chance to now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And they'll get better. As the year goes on, daily they're getting better.
So the hours are ticking away before the first game of the season now. Obviously, we were supposed to play Carrollton, and it's got to be a little bit disappointing to not have that opportunity to get out there. But I imagine the mood of the team is, let's go and get at it.
I think they're very excited to finally have a reward at the end of the week. You know, because we did shut down, we haven't practiced as long as some other teams have practiced, and we would have been smart about it, and we wouldn't have practiced, you know, 6 days a week and all that kind of stuff just to beat them down. But, you know, now we've had to kind of try to expedite that process a little bit. But, you know, I think, you know, you practice for so long, I think some of these guys are ready to play. And just, you know, I'm ready for us to play because I'm ready to be in those competitive situations with them and learn how everybody is and just kind of see how they react to things.
Big rivalry week this week. Talk to me a little bit about your feelings about it as a first-year coach. Like, do you think about that much?
I really don't. I know everybody probably don't want to hear that, but I mean, and I'm trying to get the kids to understand that the next game is the most important game. It doesn't matter who you're playing. So as far as I know, there's a lot of things that go with it, and you get a little, you know, more emotion and all that kind of stuff. But I really don't think a whole lot about it. And you know, I think this year's going to be different too because we won't be playing in front of a packed house because you're limiting the number of seats, limiting the number of tickets. So I think I'm interested to see how that goes. I know some places we're letting people in and you play in larger venues or whatever, and then some places it's going to be different. So I think this game in particular will be very different with the limited number of tickets.
Anything you want to add? Anything you want to say to the Bulldog Nation as we get ready to kick it off?
I'm just excited to be here, excited for the opportunity, and excited for our kids, excited for our community. Hopefully we'll put a product on the field that everybody can be proud of, the guys that will play with relentless effort, and you know, we'll let the chips fall where they may, but we just want to play hard and execute. And I think we can get better each week, and we'll be surprised at the end of the year how good we can be.
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified when more videos become available on the Polk.Today YouTube channel. I'm Kevin, the editor, and thanks for watching this Polk.Today video.